If he can get me 20 yards longer than this current driver right now, I will drain my bank account. All right, we're here at GPP for a driver fitting. God knows I need one. Big high draw? What do you think the chances of that are? Uh-oh.
Whoa, camera, what the hell was that?
I'm currently a 15.8 handicap. My driver goes anywhere from like 200 to 210. It's pretty bunt. Here with Jay, he's gonna try to get me 20 more yards. If he gets me 20 more yards, I'm giving him all the money I got.
All right, let's do it. I'm the general manager here at the Golf Performance Project. Thanks for the opportunity to hang with you there. And we're gonna see if we can improve your golf bag today. You've got what was a really good driver 5 or 6 years ago.
Yep.
And we've seen some technology changes. Whatever we test, there's somebody on the PGA Tour who's gonna use that driver to win a golf tournament, probably in the next month or two. So
hopefully I can win some matches against these idiots.
That's right, millions on the line.
Yeah, so we've worked with Jay in the past. He's done a fit for Nick. If you wanna watch that video, it'll be right up here.
Or here.
Or here.
One of those.
Yeah, go check that one out. Nick's got a little bit more speed than I do, a little bit.
Way stronger beard game though. Tell me the story about how did we get to here?
This driver is off the rack from one of the big box stores.
Okay.
I went in and hit it, and it went slightly less crooked than other ones I'd hit,
okay.
So it went in the bag.
So it sucked just a little bit
less. A little bit less.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was great. I loved it. Like, it's great driver. It served me well, but I've had it for like 5 years.
Okay. We're here to blame the gear,
yeah.
And when you can't blame the gear, then you get to blame me.
Yeah, okay, cool, love it.
Do you think you're gonna get fitted in?
Qi10 or the Ai Smoke, something that's gonna be a little bit hotter off the face maybe, although I'd love to say that I'm gonna stay in the Ping with the 10K. I feel like I'm probably gonna go with something that's a bit more hot.
Kind of an average launch angle of about 14 degrees. Spin rates are kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. They're kind of between 2,000 and 3,000. Some of that's going to be contact related. One of the things that we are seeing in the newer driver heads is that spin window is getting tighter, which helps from a consistency standpoint. So let's take a look at how efficient, because we're not hitting everything in the center and we're living a little bit off the toe, which is
pretty common for me.
Pretty common, right on, okay. I look at that efficiency number. Sometimes it's called smash factor. I like to get that over 145.
Yeah.
So what do you want to try first?
I put myself in your capable hands.
Okay.
What do you want me to try first?
Well, you said Qi10, so I'm going to put you in that. I'm going to put you in the TaylorMade first.
Okay, let's try it. TaylorMade Qi10 Max, 9 degree, with hazardous whatever this is.
Maybe I should ask that.
Yeah. Hey, maybe ask the pro if you want to know really what this is. Ask that guy.
It's an RDX. It's an RDX Black 6.0. So we're gonna. It's a slightly heavier shaft than what you have right now.
I would say that it does kind of feel that way, but.
Okay. All right. So now. Okay.
Oh, that was a bit of it. Felt like a pull coming back. That wasn't a very good swing.
Did it feel heavier, lighter?
Heavier.
Okay.
I would say it felt heavier.
Stiffer or softer? Same? Couldn't tell.
Couldn't tell.
Okay, all right.
All right. It's not what we want to see, folks.
Well, it's answering questions.
It is answering questions. Felt like I put an okay swing on that one.
You did.
That was low. Feel like I can't quite get the feeling for this club.
All right, so with that said, that's enough.
Okay.
Okay, so if we don't like the way it feels, like trying to convince ourselves, it's kind of a waste of time. I'm gonna try a couple of options that are different lengths.
Okay.
So what the experiment is if we go to a different length of golf club, do you swing it slower?
Right.
One of the things that we almost always see, nothing ever always happens in golf, unfortunately, but we almost always see people with shorter golf clubs hit it closer to the center more often.
Yeah.
And a big part of your spin variability is that you are hitting it all over the golf club. If we can improve strike, we're going to improve efficiency.
Yeah.
Let's just say we slow you down 1 mile an hour, but we speed up the golf ball 3. We're ahead because
Yeah.
we're going to get our smash factor efficiency up.
Yeah.
The interesting thing is that golf club is a little bit heavier,
Yeah.
and it immediately slowed you down.
Yeah.
The reason I chose that shaft is it takes a little bit of spin off usually. In your case, evidenced by the last shot at 3,900 RPMs, didn't really work. So, but part of that's it's strike. So a big part of spin is you hit that low heel of the golf club. Kind of every golf club in the world is going to spin quite a bit from there.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, is to try to get the strike quality as good as possible as well. This is a Callaway blue. It would be like a mid-launch, mid-kick. It's a 60 gram, which is just slightly heavier than your golf club, and it is 44.5 versus 45.5. So it's an inch shorter.
Okay. Big pull. This feels easier to swing immediately than the last one.
Okay, so that's useful information.
Yeah.
I would love for us to probably have hit more than one ball to come to all those assumptions.
Oh. Swing still felt easier.
Yeah, good, all right.
Felt like it. But that's kind of fadey, right? So it's.
That one you thought you skied last swing?
Yeah.
Okay, that one to me sounded like it was pretty much right out of the button.
Yeah.
Okay. Still not loving. I'm going to take that thing away from you.
That swing felt good.
Felt good, right?
Yeah.
Okay, it was closer.
Yeah.
Still not loving everything here. What I want to do is I'm just going to test a couple of different heads. There's a compromise that we're always making in a driver head is as we move the golf club, move the center of gravity back in the golf club, it stabilizes it. So a lot of times as MOI goes up, inevitably so does spin rate.
Okay.
So as we move the center of gravity back, spin goes up, launch goes up. Most people that's really helpful for. In your case, we'd love to kind of keep launch where it is. We'd love to get spin down, but we'd also love to find our golf ball so that MOI is going to be helpful. This is same shaft, Callaway blue, 44.5, 60 gram stiff. I've got a G430 Max in the SFT, so straight flight technology, with a little bit of a draw bias setting here. I want to just see what happens with this setup. Even though your kind of miss bias is a little bit left, some of that has to do with heel strike right now.
Okay.
So I want to see what we do with this one.
Shorter. That's interesting. Felt like a better strike.
Okay, we're
Just
still
not getting the yardage at all.
Still really battling spin, okay?
Yeah.
On a 1,000 RPMs too many. Yeah, so our spin loft is really high.
It's high, yeah.
So it's really, really high. You're probably gonna be best served to understand that, like if you ever hit it low in the club face,
Yeah.
you're gonna spin the heck out of it.
Yeah.
So we gotta live above the equator.
Yeah.
And I'm actually gonna see if I can loft you down even more. I'm gonna take a different golf club.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if, now we're gonna start to play around with some hosel settings that we haven't done so far. Okay, here's the Ai Smoke. It's a 9 degree. I've actually taken and turned the loft down just a little bit.
I delivered a little bit less spin loft there. See.
So a question for you.
Yeah.
Did it also look like it has less loft?
Didn't look like it to me.
This is the first time in 30 swings.
Yeah.
that you've delivered the golf club with an upward angle of attack 3 straight swings. A lot of times our eyes are part of our calibration system, a huge part of our calibration system. So you've been as much as 2.5 degrees up on it, which is going to get your spin loft number down. So you were actually up 0.2 of a degree.
Yeah.
And you delivered 15 degrees. You delivered 15 degrees of loft. So that's
a much better spin rate.
So your spin loft is starting to get closer to that kind of 13, 14. I love you in about a 13. Best drivers in the world tend to be between 10 and 14.
Yeah.
You were living in that 22 degrees of spin loft. And so I want to try something else.
Okay.
This is AI Smoke.
Paradigm AI Smoke.
In the Max head with Callaway white.
And this is a 9-degree head, but you've lofted it down again?
I have. I've kind of opened the face, lofted it down. It was the best performing driver head, so immediately, of course, what do? I change it.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is we've gone into a shaft that tends to deliver a little bit less loft. So it's the same family, Callaway family, but it's just going to be a little bit, might feel boardier, I don't know.
Okay.
It's the same length though, we stayed in the 44.5.
Gotcha. That felt really nice.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That's the best so far, like that it's felt. And then obviously the results were good. That was toey.
Yeah, it sucked. Look at it.
Yeah. Poor guy. Yeah. Sorry, Nick.
You know what? Here's a little tip. If you didn't say anything, everybody would have just said good shot.
Yeah.
But if I can hit it that bad and still get that result, that's great.
I think in the terms of that bad, your club face was still a couple degrees open.
Yeah.
Your path was 7 degrees out.
Yeah.
And you hit it 31 millimeters off the toe.
Okay.
And you are 2 yards right of center.
Beautiful.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay. So we got a golf club that we're starting to think, hey, I can find this.
Yeah.
Right? So one of the things I also hope is once you get that freedom that, hey, I think I can find this and I can sort of organize my stuff, can we start to swing a little faster?
Yeah.
This is the Ping 10k.
Woo!
Okay. 9 degree, and we've got her dialed down. Same face setting as we had on that Callaway.
Okay.
And we've got the same Callaway 60 gram, 44.5 inch stiff flex.
I would take that.
First sub 2000 spin that we've had on some, like you had one like total quacker that dove, but that's the first sub 2000 spin.
Best one of the day.
That's the farthest.
A little bit offline, but that was the best.
Okay.
That felt good.
Like that's fine on most fairways.
Yeah.
Right?
Now I've got myself thinking.
So are we a little too low spin on this now?
Well, we absolutely, for a lot of fittings, we're actually trying to get spin up. So especially if you're gonna live off the toe. So I'm gonna, the loft that we just took off this thing, I'm gonna bring it back to 9 degrees, see what happens.
Okay.
I'm gonna add 1.25 degrees back to 9 degrees. And it was just under 8.
This one has felt, this one and the AI Smoke Max have definitely felt the best.
The thing, the numbers are totally supporting that. That's clearly, they're the longest downrange and they're tight as well. Okay, let's hit 3 more balls now that I've changed the setting on the same golf club.
I feel like
Still a little, it's a little cutty and a little bit spinny, but it's starting to, like what I'm liking is that even if we don't get you your 20 yards, if you can find it more often, you think the 20 is important. I think it's the 2 shots.
If I can avoid the big pull left or the big wipe to the right, then I'm happy.
Okay, so we're definitely seeing spin go back up. So there might be something just in between those 2 settings.
Okay, do you want to try it now or you want me to hit another?
I want you to hit one or 2 more. So that was a little higher in the face that time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's amazing how much difference changing the settings can make. Like when we're farting around on the golf course, we have no idea what we're doing to ourselves.
Yeah, the spin and hope on the golf course.
Yeah.
You hear the click, click, click on the golf course. I'm like, hey, how much do you want to play for? Like, I'm at a point right now where either one of these golf clubs I know is better than yours.
Yeah.
And what I'd love for you to just have the freedom to go ahead and let's kind of, you got the Aloha press on the 18th hole.
Yeah.
And it's a par 5 and you're going to get there in 2 because you get a shot
Yeah.
on Nick, maybe 2 shots on Nick. Okay, so a little miss hit, a little high toe.
That was high toe, big time high toe.
Big time high toe.
Yeah.
A little left, low. That's gonna be kind of in that 1600 RPM spin.
Man, if I could find the middle of the club face ever in my life.
Well, this is.
What was the highest toe?
Yeah.
Okay. Little necky butt in the mayor's office. Okay, that's enough. Let's go back to the 10K. The retest on the 10K.
10K. Body didn't move very good on that one.
Nope. We've kind of got probably 5 or 6 more swings total.
Pull.
Yeah, but the pulls are better pulls than.
Oh yeah.
I like where we're at with this golf club.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
That's on the planet still.
Yeah.
Whereas, well,
It's also 230.
yeah, yesterday my first tee ball on the first tee at Gorge was, I'm aiming middle right, and it was straight into the trees left, like huge, like 40-yard pull. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So
that's longer than my club by a lot.
if you're my playing partner and we're playing these two bozos,
Yeah.
I want you to have this driver.
Yeah, I agree.
So we've been using his gamer ball, this whole club fitting, which I thought made a whole bunch of sense. I don't know much about the golf ball, so I haven't tested it side by side. Pro V1, Chrome Soft X, those are probably the two, maybe TP5X, probably the most common golf balls that we see on the PGA Tour right now. Pro V1 probably has the most play, so this is Pro V1X. Let's just see if it's much different. Okay.
The only thing I know about my current gamer is that they're often on sale.
So this is just going to be a small sample size. Let's just see what happens.
No, that was definitely farther.
Like, regardless of the distance for that, like, you're loving that every time.
Yeah, I would take that all day. That one felt a bit more swipey.
Yeah, your club face was a little more open that
Yeah.
time. Okay, so there's your winner.
Yep.
So give it to him. Come on. Give it to him.
I'll take that. That's close enough. That's close enough for me. All right, so 55 or so swings down. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's looking like the Ping 10K is the winner with what shaft we got here?
This is a Mitsubishi Callaway black, pardon me, white, even though it's a black shaft.
Yeah.
60 grams, stiff flex, but we've made it shorter, 44.5 inches. So
Nice.
that's about an inch shorter than standard.
So this thing got me probably 20 yards off the tee, which was the ask, which means Darren's bank account is going to be looking a little lighter. However, I couldn't be happier about it. So if you need a fitting and you're in or around Victoria, come to GPP, come check out, come talk to Jay. This place is amazing. My first time here. I know the boys have been here before, but what a wonderful facility. Definitely you should check it out.
Appreciate it, man. It was a lot of fun. And not only is it going farther, we can find them. That's more important.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, right on.
Farther and straighter. Okay. Wow.
We never thought it would be the case for you.
Yeah.